Hey, GenderqueerChat. Do you see it on this side? Do you see a friend with me? No. This sucks. This totally sucks. So this week was Bring a Friend Week, and I had arranged with my sister to put her on, but we live in different cities, and we work different hours. So we had arranged a couple of times this week. It fell through. I am sick as a dog. This is day 10. I've had a fever for 10 days. So I just came home from work early, and yeah, tomorrow's my day, so I'm not going to be able to get my sister in this video, and I don't have the SIG-Flup abilities to split the screen, partially because my sister doesn't even have a webcam. Or she does, but she doesn't know how to use it. Hold that thought. Okay, so the topic this week was if we couldn't interview a friend to just discuss friendship and gender. And actually I'm kind of excited that I have a chance to talk about this, because if my sister were here, we may not have had the same opportunity to. I will tell you flat out that I actually don't have a lot of friends. I have a ton, like 480 Facebook friends or something. Friends, right? Acquaintances, people who like me, people who know me. Most people like me, most people know me. You know, in life, it's not, I'm not a horrible ogre. I'm very friendly, I'm very warm and affectionate. But I do not have intimate friendships. I do not have a lot of friends. And historically, I have had a series of friends, female usually, like BFF type friends, like, you know, where you get each other, you're connected, and the friendship has ended very badly. This happens repeatedly in my life, and I do recognize that I am the common denominator. And it's a bit hard to admit. It's a bit hard to be in this situation where I can't seem to keep friends, intimate friends, close friends. Part of it is, a lot of it, I'm pretty sure, is gender related. I am not particularly accepting of a lot of women's choices in life. I think a lot of women choose badly. They choose to stick around in situations that I would have left long ago. Women are often the victims of like economic discrimination, where you are financially dependent on someone else. A lot of women, what are the statistics? 1 in 3 were sexually abused. So they're going to make different choices than I'm going to make. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think of the last like 3 friends that the friendship ended. The last one, I found out that her father was a child molester. Now, she had told me because he was up on charges, but she didn't believe the charges were true. Anyway, it became obvious that the charges were true, and if not with that particular daughter, then with other children. And anyway, my friend continues to have her father in her life, and she continues to allow her children and other people's children to be in his presence. She had him over at her trailer, and he was sleeping on the couch about 5 feet away from 3 little kids in bunk beds, one of whom was not even her own daughter. And I was horrified and mortified, and I told her I can't think of you the same way, that you would put children in harm's way of a child molester. And yeah, the friendship ended. Seriously, that's I miss her. I loved her very, very, very much, but I'm either judgmental or I can't get over that. I can't just look past it. Another friend, how did that one end? She kept breaking up with and getting back together with a guy that was all wrong for her. And she was the one telling me he was wrong for her. It wasn't you know, I could take or leave whether or not, I didn't care whether or not she was with him or not. But you know, one minute they'd be broken up and she'd be bad-mouthing him and I'd be her friend, so I'd be agreeing with her, and then the next minute they're back together and all of a sudden I'm supposed to just forget all the horrible things you said and this kind of thing. So, is it gender related? Probably. One of the reasons I don't have a lot of female friends is that most women have children or are married or live heteronormative lives, and I'm not harshly judgmental of that, because if you are heteronormative, you have a right to live a heteronormative life, just like I'm genderqueer and I have a right to live a genderqueer life. But I don't relate on any level to a woman who takes a man's name, for example, to a woman who wants to put her life on hold to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom. I don't get that. I don't respect that. And that's a horrible thing to say, but it's true. I don't really value motherhood the way a lot of people do, so I have strong opinions on that, and it sets me right apart from other women, and other women think I'm a horrible bitch. Just today, at work, actually, I was homesick yesterday. I've been homesick on and off for like the last 10 days. I've been going to work and then making it through half the day and coming home. But today, this morning, I was at a school, and I was telling just this random teacher in the office there that I'd been homesick yesterday, and I watched 8 straight hours of Super Nanny, which that show is like a bad train wreck. And she said something like, "Oh, I feel so sorry for those moms." And I said, "Oh, I don't at all." I said, "I don't pity them at all. I think they're train wrecks, and like they need Super Nanny's help to whip them into shape, to remind them that, you know, you need to discipline these children. You need to be a more effective parent. Like giving your kid candy is not gonna, that's a bad thing. That's bad parenting." And she looked at me like I was crazy. She looked at me like I was an evil bitch. And she even said to me, "But they do it out of kindness. Like they're not trying to hurt their children." And I said, "Yeah, but you must know that, you know, A plus B equals C. Like if you spoil children, they're going to grow up to be spoiled people. Like you must know that on some level." And yeah, you could tell this woman, in fact, I know the minute I walked out of that room, that woman was talking to the woman beside her. And I was kind of cringing because I just thought, oh, there's Jo and her big mouth again. But it has to do with the fact that I alienate a lot of women. Let's go move on to men now. Men, I've historically had a lot of good male friends, mostly gay. Typically I have a lot of gay male friends. Straight men don't know what to do with me. They really, I'm trying to think of the straight men friends I've had in my life, and I have had a few. But you know what, even he's bi, and the other one, yeah, straight men don't quite know what to do with me. I intimidate them in some way. I think on some levels they're afraid to tell their girlfriends that they're friends with me because their girlfriends get jealous and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. That makes me very sad because I think I could be good friends with a lot of people if not for these fucking gender roles that we all play, and how I have to be party to that even though I don't want to be. Like if I want to be friends with a guy and his wife has a problem with him being friends with me and spending time with me, you know, that's just drama. I just fucking hate drama. And now the other one would be queer people, which I have some queer friends. I have a lot of gay friends and lesbian friends. Not a lot, but again, not really intimate. You'll never hear the phone ring during my videos, for example. But then again, I came to realize some years ago that just because I don't have friends who phone me doesn't mean I don't have friends. That was a hurdle to climb because I think there was a spell there in the 90s and 2000s when, you know, people phoned each other. And nowadays it's all texting and IMing and Facebooking and you know, just because people don't phone you doesn't mean you're friendless. But because of the fact that I've had historical problems with another friend of mine, I'll just add one more to the list. Another girlfriend of mine who was my roommate, she was one of my best friends for a lot of years. She and I no longer speak, and I think part of that has to do with the fact that she has a mother with Alzheimer's and she's decided to put her life on complete hold and take care of her mother. And her mother's horrible, horrible person who just made fun of her whole life. And I really don't like her mother. And the fact that my friend is doing this, I don't understand. And I think, you know, it always often falls to an oldest daughter to take care of an ailing parent, and I think she just falls into these gender norms that I don't understand, and I'm harshly judgmental of why she would do it. I'm an awful person. I really am. I'm an awful person in the way that I think about other people's choices. And I have been accused of being judgmental my whole life, and I've struggled very hard to try not to be, but sometimes at the end of the day I just am. And it hampers my ability to keep friends, because to be my friend you have to be really, really, really accepting of the fact that I have a lot of opinions. And anyway, my latest best friend, one of my dear friends nowadays, I was over at her house and there was a Canadian election in May, and she had this conservative thing lying on her, like it's called a one-handed clapper. And I started laughing. I thought she was joking. I honestly thought it was a joke. I said, "What's this?" She goes, "Oh, it's from a rally I was at." And I said, "A conservative rally? What?" And she said, "Yeah, actually, I really like Harper." And I thought she was kidding. I thought, that's like saying you like George W. Bush. Like, seriously, that's the Canadian equivalent. "Oh, I really like W. Bush." And I started laughing. And she came out from the kitchen and she looked at me and she said, "No, I'm serious." And I remember calling my sister that night and saying, like, the friendship's over and how can I be friends with a conservative? Anyway, we've managed to weather that storm. We don't discuss politics anymore, which is sad because I'm really, really heavy into politics. I ran in several elections. I consider myself a politician, even though I'm not an active politician. So, you know, to have diametrically opposed beliefs to someone, you know, it's like being friends with someone who hates gay people or something. Like, how can you square that, you know? But she does. Anyway, she's one of my dearest friends, and we get along on other levels. So my sister is probably my best friend, and she's the kind of person that I probably would have judged a lot of years ago if not for the fact that we're family. I mean, she's as girly girl as they get. She would not be cut dead without a full face of makeup, her hair done to the nines, and an outfit put together. She's extremely body conscious and focused on appearances. But somehow I look past that. Somehow that doesn't bother me at all with her, and I don't know why, because it bothers me probably with other people. But we have a very, very similar political opinions, opinions on social justice, opinions on, hi Stanley. So, and we just like each other. We genuinely get the same sense of humor. We get a kick out of each other. So, yeah, my sister's probably my best friend. Oh, what was I saying earlier about queer friends? I don't have any genderqueer friends in life. I don't, in real life. Hi, Stanley. So that's hard. I wonder if I did, if I would feel differently. Like, I wonder if they would like me the way, you know, I'm still the same person. I'm still a pretty harshly judgmental person. I'm still not the easiest person in the world to be friends with. So I would assume a genderqueer person would probably think, that Joe, you know, unless they thought like me. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it was a good topic this week. I picked it. No, but I enjoyed thinking about this one. I've been thinking about it all week because I was trying to come up with questions to ask my sister, but that didn't pan out. So hopefully in an upcoming week, I'll introduce you to my sister because she's one of my best friends, and I would like for y'all to meet her. Okay, catch you guys next week. And thanks, awesome videos all week, you guys. I loved meeting all your friends. Okay, bye-bye.